Yo, yo, my Gemini collective, or anybody who's got Gemini in their chart. I promised you that I was going to do a quick part two with these Oracle cards, messages from the universe, because my last video, it was getting long, and I'm sorry about that. That was because of my long ass introduction. But anyways, here we go. This is uh, part two, and I'm not going to make it very long, obviously. So what messages do my Geminis need to hear? And happy birthday to any Geminis out there. What do my Geminis need to know? What do my Geminis need to know? Okay, I just heard the word goddesses. Some of you guys out there that are natural witches, y'all need to learn to work with your goddesses some more. They got some messages to tell you, and so do your so do your secret guides. Excuse me, your spirit guides. Well, since I said the word secrets, that means that a lot of secrets are going to be coming out very shortly. Pay attention to all the synchronicities you see in animals too. One day, when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart, and you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. This, without a doubt, is for the masculine, okay? Because I firmly believe that the masculine grew up in a broken home. 222 on the timer. Confirmation. Grew up in a broken home. And I mean, both parents, one of them or both parents could have gotten married, remarried, whatever. And unfortunately, they weren't given a good chance to learn what true love really was. And so, throughout their teenage years and adult years, they were that, party boy that went from one girl to the next girl, whatever. And but they always hoped that one day that they were gonna find true love. Okay, someone that would show them true love, who would always be there for them no matter what, love them unconditionally no matter what they did wrong or whatever. Okay? And my Gemini feminines, this message is for your masculines because they manifested you a long, long time ago. It's just, you ever heard of the saying of you meet somebody but at the wrong time? That's what happened here. All right. This card wants to stick out. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. 404 on the clock. There's another confirmation. Bing. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. Your wait is done with. Look at that. Your wait is done with. It's the masculine who has finally walked away from their karmic. 444 on the timer when I said that they finally walked away from their karmic because spell work curses have been broken. They learned the lessons that they had to learn from their karmic, Just like you already learned your lessons from your karmic. And yes, this journey was a bitch and a half. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. For both you and your masculine, but more so for the masculine. They had a harder time letting go of shit than you did. Because, I don't know, like, because you woke up earlier. You went through your spiritual awakening much earlier than they did. Okay, and just not only was it the divine intervention and the archangels that pulled you away, 555 on the timer, which means a lot of changes coming for you guys. It's the good, on the opposite, it's bad. But something also tells me that you don't have as much patience for bullshit like your and like your masculine does. Like your masculine could be willing to put up with some more crap from people than you are. And there were times where, when you first began dating, where you thought to yourself, is he really gonna let his friend get away with that? Like, does he really think that what his friend is doing is okay? Because I wouldn't put up with that shit. In my book, that's not a friend. That's just a user and an abuser. Anyways, I mean, that's just what I'm sensing. If if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. And that's true. You, you guys, the rumors were brutal and ruthless, and it's unfortunate that your masculine unfortunately fell for it a little bit, but at the same time questioned things because when you guys were first dating, before the spell work broke you guys up, you never came off as that fucking monster they painted you out to be. You were never a slut. You never home wrecked anyone's relationship or marriage. You never slept with a married man. You weren't a dark witch doing black magic against people. You didn't poison anybody. You didn't rape or sexually molest anybody. You weren't a pedophile. Uh, oh, you didn't have an STD. That was a big one. That was a big one that was being spread around about too. And you lie all the time. You do anything for money. You're nothing but, a drunk, a partier, all of that crap, you know. And you and your masculine definitely were the party animals back when you first met and shit, but throughout the spiritual awakening, you changed big time. So when all this gossip and the rumors were going on around you, the karmic and the other people that were gang stalking you and illegally surveilling you, they couldn't find shit. And you know what? It got to the point where, like, at first it hurt with whatever you heard, but at the same time, you're like, whatever. If that's what you want to think, then that's what you want to think. But, some of you guys turned into quite the homebodies because you were in isolation. Number one, the karmic and the enemies wanted you in isolation to try to make you lonely. But then you just start you the longer you were in isolation, the more you kept on spiritually awakening, and that's what they didn't realize. And now all the gossip and the rumors, or turning around back on the karmic. 10:01 on the clock. Let's see here for my Gemini. Ooh. This is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs. Good news and plot twist. Blessings are coming. Yo, I'm telling you, things are gonna get so much better. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret you will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. This keeps coming up not just for you guys, but for everybody in the collective, and that there could have been some people that you've grown distant from, maybe from college or whatever, and they weren't involved in this shit. It was just, life makes you busy. Life gets you busy, but you know what? We've all got high technology. Just use your phone, call them. How are you? How you doing? Maybe they're going through some shit that you don't know about, and they need, a lending ear, all right? Because everything you've been through, guys, everything else now is like a slap on the wrist. And you're meant to be here on this planet to help humanity. Call a friend. There's been a friend on your mind that you've been thinking about. Give them a phone call because I guarantee that you've been on their mind too, and they miss you and they want to catch up. It could be one of those moments where if you call them, they'll be like, "Damn, I was just thinking about you the other day," or wondering how you've been. 12:21 on the timer. Confirmation. Yeah, I've had those phone calls too where it's like, damn, I was just thinking about you the other day, or, how's your mom? How are you doing? Shit like that. Your time is coming. Everything is, oh, with this too. If you have a family member in the hospital dying from a terminal illness, go say hello and tell them that you love them, regardless of how close you were to them, because you know, before you die, hearing an I love you got to be one of the greatest things on earth to hear before you leave this planet. 13:13 on the timer. Your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes, and don't allow your fears or insecurities to stand in your way. You got that? That the karmics, they did their best to put fear into you, to make you feel like you were never going to be successful, that you were never going to have your reunion, and that's not true at all. Wow. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow, so it is necessary to experience the difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There is always the light at the end of a dark tunnel. Huh. 14:14 on the timer. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. You've accomplished all that, feminine. This is the masculine who they're kicking themselves in the ass for listening to some of the shit that they heard when they knew better that You weren't all these things that they were saying about you, and they they knew that there were a lot of unspoken words, a lot of unfinished business and unspoken words between you guys because y'all could have gotten ghosted. Okay? The masculine has had to learn to use his own discernment, okay? Go into isolation himself to get all external influences out of his way so he can listen to his own mind and heart. He has cried and he's cried and he's actually played songs that you used to listen to with him. They could be very musical, very musically inclined, but they're having to release the old hurts of what's been done to you and them. They have so much to say when they come back. So much to say. Lots of heart to heart conversations. And I keep seeing it. There's something that they've got to say that's going to take you aback. They're afraid to tell you because they're afraid that you're not going to want to give them a second chance. But nah. Like I said, everything you've dealt with and heard already, you've been heartbroken a million and one motherfucking times, okay? So, this spiritual awakening, all of this torture of spiritual warfare and the psychological warfare, okay? It was all a bitch, but well worth it to come into reunion with your masculine because you guys are supposed to do something together to make humanity a bigger, better place. Okay? And you're meant to have a little boy together. That's what I see. You're meant to have a little boy together. So, have these heart to heart conversations that you need to, and then, move on. And obviously, you don't have these heart to heart conversations when you're under the influence. No. And if you gotta cry, then cry. Cry, let it out. Cry on each other's shoulders because you guys are going to get married and as they say, till death do us part. You're supposed to work as a team together, y'all. Every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. Can't make this shit up. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose. What was I just saying about all this shit? And a lot of you guys could be the underdogs of your family. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. Guys, your presence, your blessings are going to be out of this world amazing. You'll be shitting your pants like, is this real? There's got to be a catch to it. No, there's no catch. When the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life, some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. That's exactly what happened to you guys. Right before the spiritual awakening, You felt like your world was coming to a crash. You really did. And then when the masculine started waking up, slowly but surely, things started to come to a crash in their life, but it wasn't with their money like you. With you guys, it was your money, it was your health, and the reunion not coming through. For them, they missed you like hell, even though they tried everything they could to ignore it. They could have slept around with a whole bunch of people. They could have just kept themselves busy with work. Um, or maybe they did a lot of drugs before they really got kicked in the ass and had to, grow up with the spiritual awakening. It took them longer because, they were hard headed. And perhaps they could have started seeing numbers, a lot of synchronicities and shit, or songs that reminded them of you, and they're like, what the hell is this about? Like, this is freaky. Is this a coinkydink or what? Okay. Anyways, your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. And speaking of this card, what I should have mentioned at the beginning when I said synchronicities, you guys could be seeing 1, 2, 3, and 1234. Things that are happening very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, reunion, money, all of it. It's starting to flow together, and the stagnation is gone. Like, you're gonna think to yourself, is this real? I mean, we're me and my masculine, we just had our heart to heart, we're reunited, we're talking about moving in, getting engaged. Uh some of us just found out that we're pregnant. We're planning a wedding. I got the job of my dreams, or I got into the school of my dreams. We're getting our own place. All of that. It's beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Look at this one. If you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it is in a relationship, now remember, relationships don't always have to be romantic. This could be, family or platonic. Whether it is in a relationship, a job, or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving? Yes, leaving is scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave, we are right beside you. You guys, yeah, y'all have been feeling stuck as a motherfucker when it comes to your job, especially, but in your health too. With your masculine, it's what I'm getting is the love life, because hear me out. Any time that they've been asking for advice from their friends in the past, okay, about getting back with you, they were always told mean shit about you when you guys dated, their friends with you. And vice versa. It was just when this whole shindig of black magic started, everybody's job, except for your masculine, because he had no idea what the fuck was going on. Everybody's job was to keep talking shit so that you would look like shit to your masculine. But I mean, they financial security, they're good. I think a lot of them could retire early. I'm serious. And what if you got a project up your sleeve, like you want to be an entrepreneur and you have had the hardest time getting it up off the ground, they've got you, baby. They've got you. Let's just say that once you guys get back together, you are going to be each other's world. 25, 25 on the timer. Wow. If you didn't get something you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for now. Absolutely. Everything happens in divine timing. Had to get rid of that karmic first, their karmic, divine intervention, people losing their jobs, people getting sick, people telling you there's been people who have been physically dying. They wanted you to physically die. I wouldn't wish death on anybody, but this is the karma that's spreading around. Okay. If you want to be more successful in life, your priority should be to focus your mindset on all that you want to attract into your life. Trust that more is happening than what you can see. Many forces are at work in your favor. Allow them to help you. Okay? Shit's gonna be alright. I'm gonna end it on here because this is perfect. Release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. That's for you and your masculine. All right, my Geminis, I hope you enjoyed this part two. That should have been the first reading, but there you go. Love ya.